So my name is Rich. I work with Subaru of America. I'm a marketing manager in the Philadelphia zone. So want to take a minute to talk. You're going to be hearing this term thrown around quite a bit over the next few minutes, the love promise. So we use that phrase. It's kind of an internal philosophy at Subaru of America, and the whole concept is really doing right by your customers, doing right by your community, not because it's good for business, but because it's the right thing to do. And that really lays the framework for a lot of our retailers' kind of go-to-market strategy. So kind of back in the month of February, we saw a pretty good opportunity to align that concept with Random Acts of Kindness Day. So I think everyone's probably familiar with Random Acts of Kindness Day already, right? But the idea is, essentially uplifting an individual or uplifting your community through a random act of kindness. So we could kind of put a little internal contest out there within the Philadelphia zone to ask our retailers to go out there and exemplify their most creative and impactful random acts of kindness. So, of course, Faulkner Harrisburg stepped up to the plate like they always do, and they sat down together to kind of come up with one way that they could impact their community locally through a random act of kindness. And I know that Terry and Alyssa had kind of come up with a suggestion working with Michonne over here, who supports a local group experiencing homelessness. And what they did was they literally came on the front line, showed up under a bridge in Harrisburg, handed out sternos, gift cards, they chopped firewood, sleeping bags. So to say the event was impactful would probably be a bit of an understatement. So when we kind of evaluated internally in the Philadelphia zone, we found that to be the most impactful story submitted to us. So we, of course, recognize them for that. Now, kind of fast forward a little bit, I kind of go back to that concept of love promise. So we ask our retailers every month to submit what's called a love promise story. So those all get submitted to retailer websites. We get over 200 of them a month through the 630-something Subaru retailers throughout the country. And what ends up happening with them is our executive committee, including our chief executive officer, Tom Dahl, not making this up, literally reads every single one of those stories. And they too choose what they deem to be the most impactful one that kind of uplifts the local community. So in the month of February, in addition to winning the Philadelphia Zone's Random Act of Kindness contest, Faulkner Subaru Harrisburg was also recognized by Subaru of America as the Love Promise Story of the Month. And against 250 other stories submitted during that month. And as you can see, they've obviously won this one before too, so no stranger to it at all. But no, it's an incredible feat, really, and to see them kind of continuing to do the right thing in their community and make such an impact is, really embodying that idea of the love promise. So I know that the initiative came from the retailer. However, the idea started internally with Terry and his wife Alyssa, who I know do a lot of work already with Michonne. So I want to make sure that we recognize them too, and to do that, I want Kemp to do that, their district parts and service manager.
Good morning. My name is Kemp Evans. I think I've met most of you, but when I become aware of Terry and Alyssa's act of kindness and what they were doing, of course, I'll come into it late, and I wished I could have been there to attend with them. But it just warmed my heart because we tend to overlook our homeless population, forget that there's a time of need, and especially when Terry and his wife were out delivering firewood, which was the difference between a cold night and staying warm. The meals, the clothing, changing lives positively for the better. I mean, you can't ask for a better example of that. So, Terry, Alyssa, come up real quick. We have a letter of recognition for you to say thank you for just, not for what you do every day, but just for the way you pay things forward, and you're inspiring others to do more and become better people in the community, and I really thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Also, there's some gift cards here for you for that. You've got this weekend coming up. Him and Alyssa have a little bit of a weekend planned out for them, so this hopefully will help.
Well, thank you very much.
Add a little bit more fun to it.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
but
you.
again,
Thanks,
thank you.